Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is Fact Friday. I'm so excited. Just in case anybody's wondering, I am going to be reading a script off of my computer because there's a lot of facts and a lot of information that I'm going to be putting out for you guys. I've also got pretty music. Let's hope you don't fall asleep. While I'm waiting to get set up, if you would like to go grab something to drink and maybe something to snack on, now would be a good time. I will definitely work on something as far as the setup goes where I look a little bit more professional. So please don't at me for being unprofessional. Okay. I'm super excited that you guys joined me today for Fact Friday. It is the first in a series of videos. My hope is that these facts will be helpful to someone and enlightening to others. I'm really hoping that this education I'm really hoping that this education helps more than just me, more than just my family, and more than just my friends. As you will see when I get into statistics, it's not just me. There's a lot of us out there. And again, grab something to eat and drink, get cozy, and let's knock this out together. So, it's not a complete list. It's just a beginning and a launching point for my viewers. So don't be disheartened when I throw something out there and you're like, well, what does that mean? If I didn't explain it, that's the reason why. I'm going to produce, I don't know how to spell. As I produce these, I will make these facts more clear. I'm going to break down the most common ones. I'll research the comments that are requested from my viewers, so please use those comments. I did do a video previously requesting that you guys do that because I know there's a lot of you that want this information and desperately need this information, and I know one of you positively need this information. The facts about a traumatic brain injury or a TBI, we're going to start with symptoms. So after the initial impact, what are you looking for? Because some of this stuff doesn't show up right away. I gotta work on warming up my house. It's cold here. And if I keep looking out the window, it's because cars keep driving by. I don't know if you can see the light from the window. That's why I look funny. Watch it. I know there's a couple of you that are rotten enough to comment on that. Let me see. Most of us don't even know what a brain injury looks like. At least medically, we don't know what that looks like. Symptoms to look for: slurred speech, confusion, agitation, memory problems, concentration problems, slowed recall, personality changes, repeating information, and changes in behavior from before the impact. So if you notice, again, I will dig into these a lot more. So please, I beg of you, do not feel that I'm just going to throw this up here and leave it there because that's just wrong. I haven't figured out yet, though, which part I want to begin with. I'm thinking I know what I want to do, but I'll save that until the end. These could show up long after the injury to the tone of a week or months later. I've actually heard some say it could show up like years down the line. I'm not sure how that can still qualify as a TBI, but maybe it's because not all the symptoms become fully known until like years down the line. So just be aware, none of this is full disclosure yet. Over a period of time, I will fully disclose the stuff that you guys need to look for. Causes in simple form: a fall, sports, auto, fall, horses, and ammo. My head injury is from auto and falls. In total, 5,500 of us receive TBIs or head injuries every day. That equals 2 million every year that suffer head injuries. That's a good, healthy percentage of the populace. The medical field states that men are at the highest risk for head injuries. Husbands, I feel for you. I got one. Having this injury is a total life change. A healthy diet, that's one of them that I'm thinking about digging into. The first one is imperative to have. Your diet is going to give you the nutrients to repair. And I was kind of ticked off when I found that information out, as my medical team did not tell me that my diet was important. So I ate whatever I wanted, including fast food. I'll dig into this one more later. Chronic stress can shut off the much needed healing process the person needs to rewire the brain. Yeah. Dehydration is the enemy of the brain, as everybody's brain is like a Jell-O consistency, and dried Jell-O just doesn't look appetizing. I'll get into that one some more later. Brain breaks. These can range anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. You just put the person into a quieted room. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, family gatherings where people get together quite a bit. It's going to be very strenuous for somebody with a TBI, including a freshly received TBI. So brain breaks will be really good. And added to the day as well would be breath work. I think I can find some stuff about that, but I think literally just linking people that do breath work like as their own practice would probably be better, because I am not so good with breath work. I can't stress this enough, how much structure will be necessary for the person after impact. The more you can structure their life and make their lives relatively boring, that's what I see structure as. For a very, very long time, I had to literally break everything down. So let's say today, my task is the green box in the north corner of the house. And I literally had to put that on a piece of paper, or else my mind would be like, well, what box? I've got tons of boxes in here. I've got tons of activities in here. I've got lots to do. What are you talking about? And for me, breaking it down into the green box in the north corner of the house was a lot soothing, a lot more soothing to the brain than it was to go dig into the boxes, go clean out the shed. Well, what in the shed needs to be cleaned? So I understand for somebody that doesn't have a TBI, that doesn't have these struggles, that doesn't go through this, they'll go through it externally, but they won't go through it internally. It is incredibly important that I really don't want to put it this way, but it's the only way that makes sense. You're dealing with a baby. You're dealing with an infant. It's like literally going back both externally and internally. It is literally like going back to infancy and starting from scratch, depending on how severe the TBI initially impacted the brain. If you can find a way to put them on a routine, I beg of you, put them on a routine, even if they fight you. I know most adults are going to fight you when you say 9 o'clock is bedtime. They've got to do something to start rewiring their brain. The bad news is that a brain injury is permanent. I both agree and disagree with this. And again, I'll break that down into another video. Nerve fibers cannot regain themselves in a person's life. The nerves are stretched and strained after the impact. You can rebuild new fibers where the damage once was. So think of it like a detour on the road. So you have the road that's completely mutilated from whoever tore up the road, including weather. Weather can tear it up. So you have a completely mutilated road, but they have you do a detour around whatever it is that they've torn up so that you can get to the other side safely. Know everybody's circumstances, and I don't know everybody's situation, so I apologize. If this is something that you would like, I would definitely recommend going to your GP and starting talking to your doctors about how you can rewire neurological fibers. Google searching. I know that I'm starting to I've just began it, to collect information on my channel. I believe I put it in a playlist, so I think I can link that playlist in the description. I'm not sure. I am still going to request that comments be left down below for me to do more research and gather more information. I do have more information when I was doing my studies on this. I didn't want to include it in this because, like I said, I can break these down. I'm already at 22 minutes at this point, which is a lot longer than I had first planned it, but I think I'm going to use the rest of the information that I've been researching these last few weeks. I'm going to break them down into another video. I will listen to your guys' comments. I will write those down into my YouTube planner so that I don't lose that information. And as Fridays progress and Fact Friday continues, I'm really hoping that everybody that's left a comment will eventually see their answer and the information that you're seeking will finally come to a conclusion. I was grateful going through and researching all this. Some of this stuff I didn't even know. I feel really bad that I never sat down and put this much attention into my own injury 5 years into it is quite a while to suffer something and not have a full understanding of it. Keep in mind that I don't just have the TBI that I'm dealing with. I also have the carcinoma, which is the scar on my neck. And I also have other medical appointments because I've been found to be anemic. So a good portion of my life is taken up inside of an office of some medical professional. My lack of research wasn't necessarily due to laziness. It was due to the inability to find the time to be able to sit down and find out what exactly it was that I was going through. So if it feels to you guys like you're learning something and you're very excited about it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be right there with you, behind you. Listening to the music, I'm sorry. It's very peaceful around here and I'm so excited. I don't get this kind of peace that often. If you guys are learning the information that I'm putting out and you're feeling excited about it, chances are I'm going to be right there with you guys, as the information is more than likely going to be brand new to me as well. Some of it I do understand and some of it I do actually know, but there's a good portion of it that is probably going to be just as equally brand new. So keeping that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I've got other things to do. 25 minutes is quite a while to be on and put out information. If you found this entertaining and you found any glimmer of hope, if you found any gems, if you found anything of use within this video, I beg of you, please comment that down below. And if you choose not to do that, then I would really appreciate at least a great big thumbs up. Have a lovely day, a great week, and I will talk to you next time.